This is Becton99, back with another gameplay video. As always, I'm in the random wreck. I just made a new build. I guess I came into the wreck once or twice. The first time I came in here, my 3-point percentage is like a 44.4 because for some reason I was missing my shots. I don't know if it was a hot zone thing, or I think one of the things was I had put my mid-range up to a 99 with cap breakers, but I forgot to use my badge elevators to get the set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. So maybe that was holding me back. You know, the game was judging me for shooting too quick or whatever. So this gameplay is fairly straightforward. I mean, we pretty much kicked their ass the whole time. I kind of wanted to make a point guard who was more like a lockdown, because I normally, whenever I go into the random rec, I make everyone play man anyway, you know. And it's like one of my critiques of the community is like, okay, so if we have to play zone, because the PG doesn't have defense, then the PG should score like 50 points. Even if he gets 50 put on him, he should be able to come down, tween, dribble cross, something, snatch back, something, because it's like, if you don't have defense on your build, you should be able to dunk, shoot, and dribble. But that's not what you get most of the time. And another reason why I kind of wanted to, this is my final build for the year, why I kind of wanted to have a point guard is because when the point guard quits, or when the point guard gives up hella points, your team loses. If the center is trash, your team loses. I play center, and if I still have a terrible PG, I still lose. So, and if I'm going to be out here playing for free, solo, I'd rather clamp up the other PG or whoever I'm guarding, and at least someone else will have a miserable time. Like, he's gonna have to pass the ball or do whatever. So, and I'm not talking like I can't run into anybody that's zenning or whatever, because that shit happens too. But on a normal, fair playing field or whatever, the PG that I made, he'll get it done. So you already see we're off to a strong start, 11-4. He gets in front of me. I think he was stronger than my build, because there were some times where he was able to try to blow by me a little bit. So I intentionally fouled to stop the break. I kind of said this before, and I'll probably say it again. I don't understand why people make their builds look like the NBA players. I would much rather, if the face capture technology hasn't got any better, but 2K probably thinks we don't even use that anyway, so why would they invest in that? But I'd rather see people look like themselves, or just look like one of the generic faces. Or like, I can see you wanting to play like a certain NBA player, but why do you want to cosplay as him? Because he's doing that in real life, and this is the only place where most of us can shoot from, half court or anything like that. So I get open on the midi with the little, canned animation. Helps me create all that space. Get that bucket off. Sometimes I like to go to the Pro-Am I mean, not the pro-am. I can't go to the pro-am because I don't have a pro-am team, but I have written 2K a couple times on Twitter to ask them to make a random pro-am. That shit would be fly. I guess one of the reasons why they don't if you want to give them an altruistic reason for not doing it, they don't want to split the community up, between all these modes. But I can't even play pro-am because I don't have a team. But it's like, what if I want to have a pro-am record or play in the pro-am just to experience those sliders? Why can't we go in there as randoms? A pro-am 3v3, pro-am 5v5. Obviously, the 5v5 might not be populated that much, but at least try it. And then the other part is like Proving Grounds is not random either. You could be going there as a random and you get put on a squad, or you got to face a squad, or a squad can play 5 randoms. It's like, how is that fair? But that's what it is. So I just, if you go to the rec, you play here. I wish that the rec had the same difficulty as the Proving Grounds, really. That way I wouldn't even want to play in the Proving Grounds. I just stay in the rec. But you have to play here knowing like, yeah, it's easier to shoot. But I don't know. It's you just have to kind of accept the fact that, if it's easy for you, then it's easy for them. But what I like about the Proving Grounds theoretically is like every time you make a shot, you know that you really made it, kind of thing. Like there was no the sliders didn't help you. You just whatever the difficulty 2K set, you said okay and you met it, kind of thing. So he makes that one. It looked like he was gonna miss it. So you saw the Luka guy's getting a few blow-bys on me. So we're getting back on D. I guess that other guy out there, Mad Lover, he made a Michael Jordan build. On this build of mine here that you're looking at, I have an 82 speed with ball, like fully cap broken, and then a 72 or 71 ball handle. So I don't have any of the spicy SIGs that people usually go for to do the dribble spam stuff. I get to the rim. I'm basically like maybe 10% away from heat check. So I'm looking forward to that, just because like I believe that when the game starts, 2K let somebody hit legend and then they just turn down the XP for the rest of the year. Because it's like, how the hell does you play? This game came out in September. I played this whole time. I'm not vet 2 just because I never get any. I only get the double bonus XP when it's like the community days or whatever. So I never get to play with like a squad or whatever. But even then, I'm just saying, like, how could you play from September to February and not even be vet 2? So I mean, I'm not even gonna fucking hit legend. I never do, honestly, but that's not gonna happen this year. And then I'm like, getting to vet 2, I might not even be vet 2 till like June or May or some shit like that. And it's like, nigga, I got like 1 month, with those extra 3 cap breakers or whatever. But I built my builds, not anticipating getting that far into the rep cycle, I guess you could say. So 2K makes me catch it funny. I'm looking at Michael Jordan, trying to sauce, kick it out to my guy. He misses it. This is a pretty easy year to be a PG because the shooting is so easy. Last year, trying to be a PG in the random rec, it was stressful because how easy it was for people to miss, and then some people didn't even make builds that could shoot, and everyone runs a zone. So it's like, as a PG, it's like you better know how to do all the meta dribbles, because that's the only way you're really gonna score, and you can't count on your team. But this year you can just throw the ball around. Everybody can shoot, or should be able to shoot. Some people obviously still make builds where they can't shoot. But for the most part, you can really get it out the mud. All you got to do to play PG in this game is be unselfish, and that's not what people do, really. Instead of making a PG with some defense, they want to do the Curry slide, and they want to make everyone else run zone. And then instead of a center that can shoot, he wants to do putback dunks, and so just it get complicated. The one thing that I'm not really good at PG, besides dribbling, is keeping inventory of keeping inventory of who I'm passing it to, in terms of if you play with me, you might not get a lot of touches. Like, I'm not. It's not malicious, but I'm looking for whoever's open and whatnot. And then on top of that, what makes me quote unquote a bad PG is I don't play with the sound on, so I don't know who's calling for the ball. Yeah, I get that could be kind of stressful, or they could be like, damn, fuck Becton, But what I'm saying is, like, when I'm off ball, the community is selling. The PG is giving up buckets. The shooting guard is giving up buckets. The center's not doing shit. And I'm playing the 2 guard, the 3 or the 4 or the 5. And the point guard quits the game. Right? So at least when you play with me, you'll have a point. And I don't mind if the one of the other teammates starts trying to run the point. I only mind when I'm guarding the point guard and I'm playing immaculate defense, and they try to pass around me. That would piss me off, because I'm like, bro, I don't have to guard the PG. I'll let them get up all the buckets if you're gonna act like you don't see me when I'm open. I get the MIDI animation off again. And basically, this is why your rep color or status shouldn't be affected by losses. Because what can that Michael Jordan guy do to win this game? Nothing. Is that his fault? This is not a one-on-one. He had teammates. He had a teammate quit. He had this PG trying to be Luka. What were his options to win the game, And so why is he just penalized for randomly being put on a team? It shouldn't make sense. If I got credit for how well I played every match, all my builds would be red play. So we get another 3 off. He's asking for a screen. Or, we don't know if he's asking for it, but he's getting a screen. That bucket goes in. I get the ball. Kick it out. I wish he could have made that one. But we get the putback. I think 2K built them out with a bucket to keep the score. Keep the score kind of going up. I was gonna say close, but not close, but they want the numbers to look like a certain thing at the end of the game. So those goggles, those rec goggles, I wish they would let you wear the Reggie Jackson goggles, like the work protection goggles. I wish you could wear those in the rec. You couldn't last year. You could before, like a couple years ago. But ever since they started trying to give you goggles, like as a reward, they only give you the Horace Grant ones, and I'm like, that's not the ones that I want. And I'm like, I don't know why they don't just make that available to us. People can paint their face, wear face masks, and they're like, oh, those goggles that you can use in my career, you can't use them in here. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Two K wanted to give them a bucket. I get the bucket off. 41 seconds left. Does a little cross to get in front of me. A little blow by. Misses the shot. Technically, with this takeover that I have, it's a interior defense takeover. So my interior defense goes from an 80 to a 90. You know, when I'm in full takeover. I'm pretty sure he tried to no dip it, but the game said no. AI misses the bucket. Three seconds left. Starting the fourth quarter. So I'm bodying up. He gives it to the MJ guy. I'm running the break now. They hit me, I catch it, I pass it. Easy bucket, transition. Dribbles past me somehow. Let's get to the screen. Misses the shot. We get the little bucket off. Running the break. Michael Jordan fouls. Tween. He has an AI on him. You know, there wasn't much to work with in that one, but I just wanted him to get a shot up. He misses it. Luka misses it. Center's getting a lot of boards. Michael Jordan grabs it. Shoots out of trouble, huh? Pimp slapped me. Took the ball out of my hands. Led to a transition bucket. He's running in front of me again. Tries a saucy layup, misses it. Get the pull up off. As you can see, at a certain point, the Michael Jordan guy told the Luka guy that he could try to guard me. I wonder, what that conversation was like. I mean, obviously it wasn't a long conversation, but I wonder if the Luka guy said, "Yeah, I don't really have a high perimeter. Can you get him?" And it's like, what kind of build did you make, man? Because he's not really going off for buckets. He only has 13 points. So why doesn't he have defense? He's running the break, gets a little dunk off. I get the 3 off. Hell yeah. So I pass it. Get one from deep. I mean, I go back and forth about whether I like 2K25 more or this one. I think if every game, since the shooting is so easy, I think every game mode should have the proving ground sliders. And that way we take out the sort of the elitism from people who say, "Oh yeah, you're just a rec player, but I play stage." It's like, come on, bro. If I don't have friends, I can't go to the stage. And half the people that are playing in the stage, it's like, you're not playing with like your friends, like you're like a professional person, like you, like Joey 2K and um, Joe knows, they play together, they're friends, but it's not like this is just some dude you met in homeroom, and you guys are both really good at the game. So, but yeah, I'm still leveling up this guy, still getting my badges unlocked. Thanks for listening. Back to now.